All right, sound check, sound check. Woo! Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. Can you hear me singing? Can you hear the piano? I'm saying, hey! Wait a minute, I'm gonna put, I've got an idea. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Oh, wrong one. What is that thing? What is that little doodad? I remember where that doodad is. Thought I remember where that little doodad was. I don't remember where that little doodad is. There it is. Let's try it. Just be a little bit more. There we go. Very nice. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Yes, okay. Let's try plugging in the guitar just for funsies. What do we got going on over here? Functional guitar. Okay. Let's get this baby in tune. Okay. That sounds awful through there. Wow. Okay, maybe I just... Okay. That possibility exists. That should work. Let's unplug that for now. Okay. Alrighty. Good afternoon. Happy December 26th, my friends. How are you guys? Hope you've had some kind of holiday cheer of one kind or another. I hope that you've managed to stay warm, and I hope you've managed to let's see. I hope that you didn't get hurt sliding on the ice in any part of North America, if that's where you are. I am going to play some songs here at the... What's up, friends? I'm so glad. Hey, Sean. Hey, Jody and family. Really nice to see you guys. Yeah. I'm just going to play some songs. It feels really good to do it, and it's hard to fit it into the rest of the dad life. So this is like a little just hour of singing and playing that feels really good. It's really nice to see you guys. Let's try this one again. Every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm standing upright and I'm looking around to see what's what. Every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm putting my brave face on as I ignore the butterflies in my gut. Every day I am pulling a rabbit out of a hat for my independence. Every day I'm walking a tightrope rise and transcendence. Every day I lean in and push that mountain another half an inch and wonder if we're all ever gonna be okay. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day I'm just getting started. Every day that's what I tell myself, and I believe it now and then. Every day I am just getting started. Every day I roll my creaky bones all up and out of bed, and I get out of my bed once again. Every day I'm fighting, and every day feels the same as the day before. Every day the whole world is on fire, and I'm putting these wet blankets under the door. Every day I'm hanging on and getting by and running out of helpful, thoughtful things to say. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day this world is ending. Every day the apocalypse is pending. Every day that just one more day I'll see this through. Every day I choose this life, and I choose you. I choose you. I choose you. I choose you. It feels really good to play some piano and sing. I can't even begin to tell you. Wow. Holy crap. It just does. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to try one on acoustic guitar. I'm, as you're probably aware, not the world's greatest guitarist, but man, is it a fun instrument to play. Wow. Sorry, lights. So I have been a fan of Mike Errico. A songwriter who for a while, I think his biggest claim to fame was that he wrote the theme to the 90s MTV VH1 show called Pop-Up Video, which was, you know, not very exciting, but that was the thing. I really loved his first couple of records, and then when he got signed to a major label, I believe this was the single on the record. It didn't do too terribly well, if I recall correctly. I think it, petered out. But I'm going to get this baby drop D tuning, shall we? The song is one of my favorites of all time. It's called Daylight. I don't know. I don't know why we never played it in Groove Lily, but switch to the front cam only because I'm playing guitar. But yeah, this is a breakup song, and for some reason it just always stuck with me. I love the way that this guy writes a lyric. I love the way he writes a melody. I love the way that he I love the way that he just kind of takes it. Oh no shit, that's great, David. Yeah. Melissa Errico, what a voice. But Mike Errico's catalog is big and deep, and he's still writing, and he's writing great stuff. He's one of my all-time favorite songwriters. This is Daylight. Well, the songs to you are just flowers in my tomb, but it's alright. I think of this as you walk into the room, and I check myself twice. And your new cheese looks suspiciously like me. I guess my worst qualities were the ones that you liked. But I knew that, yes, I knew that. And I won't ask you to sympathize, 'cause everything is alright. Finally getting some sleep at night. When I open my eyes, I'm finally getting some daylight. You got my t-shirt and a couple of CDs, yeah, but that's alright. Your darkest secrets sit here right in front of me, yeah, I know what you smell like. If my life were a movie, you would be buried in the credits. You would be woman number 2 with her head up her ass. But it's too late. Yes, it's too late. Even anger does not last, 'cause anything is alright. I'm finally getting some sleep and there it is. There's the 6th. When I open my eyes, I'm finally getting some daylight. Wow, I don't know how to do that chord in this form. Well, in the daylight, daylight, daylight. Everything is alright. It's only me and it's only life. When I took my ass for a ride, I have to laugh. It's the only way to survive. And now I'm jumping out the window of my wasted time. And I stand up and I'm still alive. Pull the pennies off my eyes. I can feel it. I can feel it. Daylight, 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 daylight. That was sloppy, but man, I like that song. So, it's December 26th. Do you know where your future upcoming new resolutions are? Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate you. Virginia said great save, and yes, I'm a more capable piano player than I am a guitarist. I don't have any New Year's resolutions yet. I don't know. Everything every day is just focused on making sure the kids are safe and fed and getting through the night with the baby waking up all the time. It's you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, right? It's a joyous existence. It's a very simple existence right now. There's not a lot of excitement and zip. There's just plenty of comfort and joy and breaking up fights between my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old. I don't know about you. But I have a song that I want to play today from our show Striking 12, which is called Resolution. I think my man Kevin Stanford mentioned it last time. Yes, resolving to make more of the art. Thank you, David. Striking 12 is the musical that put me and my band Groove Lily on the map. And it's been 20 years since we did our first run of it at the Prince Music Theater in Philadelphia. That was 2002, and we wrote the show very quickly. We finished writing it as we were driving into Philadelphia in the van. I think this one came pretty close to the last minute. But our grumpy dude has just left his job. He's gotten back to his apartment. And I don't know what this sounds like without the intervening dialogue, but let's just see what it sounds like as a song by itself. This song is called Resolution. It's from a dude who's not going to participate in New Year's Eve. Resolution, I am resolute. I will tie no tie. I will suit no suit. I won't be going out on the town, 'cause my angst is up and my batteries run down. What's there to celebrate about? I'd rather stay at home and grab my shower stall than watch the ball. I won't go out. And at this point, he is listening to the messages on his answering machine, and it's all messages from people that he knows, and it's there to give us a better concept of who this person is through the magic of their answering machine, which is, of course, delivered by the other band members on stage in real time, so that everybody's participating on stage. But you get the impression that this is a person who has friends who like him but are about to drop him because he never does anything, or he flakes all the time. Like they say, hey, why don't you come to my New Year's Eve party? And he's saying, yeah, sure, I'll come to your New Year's Eve party. And then he doesn't go to the New Year's Eve party because he never goes to anything, because he's just a depressing loner. Here's the second verse. No disappointments, no bad champagne. No red dress woman's gonna yank my chain. No more surprises, I'm gonna stay right here in my stocking feet with an ice cold beer. Who needs to see my so-called friends? They'll only spend the night pretending there's a way on New Year's Day to start again. And then he gets a voice on his answering machine, and it kind of makes him stop short, because you know why? It's his ex-fiancée, whose name is Diane. And she's saying that she's going to that party, and would he please not show up? And then he sings, I ask you what's not to enjoy. My cat, my couch, no hoi polloi. I don't need my coat, just my remote and my lazy boy. And then there's a knock on his door, and it's a woman who is selling New Year's Eve lights. Holiday lights on a string that combat seasonal affective disorder. More about that later, or you can go listen to the soundtrack of Striking 12. Blows my mind that it's been 20 years, right? Wow. So much. I had more hair. What I had was very blonde and very short. And it was a whole different time. And we blew into Philadelphia for like 2 months. Had to keep setting up our stuff and breaking it down, because there was a cabaret singer who was also booked at the same time. So we would do our show, then she'd do her show, and then we'd do our show, then she'd do her show. But it sort of pointed the way forward for our band. Like, we had been trying to make it as a band for such a long time, and then doing a theater show, a show with a story, a concert with a story where we actually act the roles, just was the launching off point that actually got us some national attention and made some wonderful things happen. And I have friends who... What are you saying what to, Jody? It was a great time, Sean. I think I'll play some more songs. Hang on just a sec. Yeah. Oh, dude, that makes me so happy to hear that, David. Thank you for letting me know about your history with Striking 12. All right. It's funny because there are times in your life where I think you feel like you're like recognizing, looking around, saying, "Oh, wow, this is kind of amazing. Things are really coming together in a beautiful way." And what's funny is, looking back, working with Valerie Vagoda and Gene Lewin and Rachel Schenken writing the whole show with us, everything kind of knit together in a way which was so natural and so wonderful that we made something we really liked that had a long life after that. And you go into something like that thinking, hey, this is great. This is how it's always going to be. Okay, great. Now I know how it's going to be. But then no other project is ever quite like that again. And it was the easiest, best collaboration I've had so far. It was just so good. It's amazing how much harder all the other ones were. And I think my continuing trying to like chase the dragon of that first feeling of all of us working together to make something great is one of the reasons why I'm not writing very many musicals right now. That also now I have a baby, but it was just so damn fun the first time. However, here's a song called Steady On. How does it go again? Watt. I'll play a song from Watt. You got it. Though with stormy seas you're sailing steady on, though your leaky boat needs bailing steady on, though you're feeling like you're failing and your get up and go is gone, steady on, steady on. Don't know how you're gonna swing it, steady on. Need a map but you didn't bring it, steady on. Yeah, you're gonna have to wing it through the dark until the dawn, but steady on, steady on, steady on, steady on, steady up the creek without a paddle, steady on a horse without a saddle, steady on, in the middle of the battle with your rubber chicken drawn, steady on, steady on. Are you feeling pessimistic, steady on? Is your leader narcissistic, steady on? Do you feel like a statistic, like a patsy, like a pawn, steady on, steady on. It's a long dark night lashed to the wheel, trying to hold it all together. It's a long dark night and a long ordeal in a lot of nasty weather. On this long dark night, keep an even keel. If you can't see the stars or your hands on the wheel, just listen to the wind and the rain and deal, my friend. The sun is gonna come up again. Though it's stormy seas you're sailing, steady on. Though it's leaky boat needs bailing, steady on. Though you're feeling like you're failing and your get up and go is gone, steady on, steady on, steady on, steady on. Dude, I will totally play a song from Watt. Let me just go find a lyric. The one I keep coming back to that I love the most is the one that is so directly aping. For those of you who aren't familiar with Watt, it's what? It's a musical, sort of a biographical musical about the life and times, rise, fall, and possible redemption of James Watt, Secretary of the Interior, under Ronald Wilson Reagan's glorious first 4 years of his presidency. It is very tongue-in-cheek. It pokes fun at a great number of things, but one of the things that, but it pokes fun at the right, the political right in the early '80s, and gives a little mirror to today. It does so with love and with fondness and with a sense of humanity, I think. Lyrics, that's your department. I gotta look up the lyrics to my own song. Oh, wait, no, I bet I've got them on the computer somewhere. Hang on. I bet I've got them in here. Yush. Yes, got it. Awesome, sweet. I'm gonna do it. Oh golly. Oh golly. Oh shucks. Boom. All right. Thanks for your patience, friends. This is it. This is the big brass ring and you're grabbing it. You're a hit. Star of the Reagan cabinet. Well, some men quit when the going gets rough. Deep inside they've had enough, but your interior is tough. That's your department. Time to move. Time to pick up that weight and carry it. Gotta prove you're running the best damn secretariat. Well, you don't care what tomorrow brings. You're too busy signing things, and that's how you pull the strings in your department. Whoa! Meetings with assistants, strategy reviews. Can you go the distance? Will you win or lose? Oversee that budget, go through it line by line. Better order up a sandwich, you'll be staying here tonight. Just think of the choreography for this moment. Oh my God. Oh, you will not surrender. You will not give in. Not when your agenda is a battle you must win. Memos in your inbox, ketchup on your lap. Better open up the pullout and take a power nap. And you gotta go. Changing the world deregulatorily, stay in control. And it'll all go hunky-dorily. Well, everyone looks up to you. You're smart and proud and brave and true. Now the place you work is too. Your department. It's your department. Your department. Boogerfish. So I'm trying to rip off as directly as possible without actually breaking copyright law, a song from the soundtrack of Rocky II, which is less popular than I think it should be. It's called Far From Over by Frank Stallone. If you've never heard it, I recommend it. Jody, I will totally do Stupid Mouth Shut, and we'll attempt to remember the Stretch Armstrong song. Just give me a minute here. But yeah, It's Your Department makes me so happy. There's something so over the top about that, the song in the Rocky II soundtrack, Far From Over. It's sung by Frank Stallone, brother of Sylvester, and it's just got this pounding, everything is going to go wrong unless you do the thing and run up the stairs and do all this stuff. It's just got such a great movie soundtrack vibe to it. So we wanted something like that for James Watt and his Department of the Interior. Let me see here. Looking for Stupid Mouth Shut. This one is written by my friend Dan Massey, who I've not seen in years and years. But I just love this tune. There was a moment in the mid-late 90s where we in Groove Lily were just trying to get our sea legs and play as many gigs as we can, and we managed to get this weekly concert, like every Wednesday night, I think, at this nearly deserted place on 10th Avenue in Manhattan called Roberts, which was underneath a hotel. I'm sure it's something else by now because it was not doing very well. But every Wednesday there was like a big band and they would play, but we'd be on the other side of the restaurant and we would do our concert and try to get people to come and check us out. And our friend John Spates would come and make up trivia questions and be MC, and it was delightful. And Dan Massey would come, and we would invite people to like come and bring a new song. And Dan did, and he played this song, and it just took my heart. I knew I had to cover it as soon as possible. So when the time came for me to make my own solo album back in 1997, 1998, I covered Stupid Mouth Shut, and this is what it sounds like. It sounds like a lot of these other songs, but there's a sweetness to it. The sidewalk bends where your house ends, like the neighborhood is on its knees, surrounded by a chain link fence that keeps me out but lets me see. Well, I come by most every night with the shutters pounding in the breeze, blue lights strung like paper kites that blow my words right back at me. And then someday when my heart exhales, I'll tell you everything, those sweet words spilling all about us. I'll say, please, please be with me. I will breathe so easily, but instead I am turning blue. I look at you and I keep my stupid mouth shut. Mouth shut. Yes, I keep my stupid mouth shut. Mouth shut. The hall light streams out through the screens and the shadows capture me in webs. I'm tangled up in what I've seen and every word I have not said. Yeah, and then someday when my heart exhales, I'll tell you everything, sweet words spilling all about us. I'll say, please, please be with me. I will breathe so easily, but instead I am turning blue. I look at you and I keep my stupid mouth shut. Like the neighborhood is on its knees. There is Stupid Mouth Shut, as written by Dan Massey. His band Hem recorded that song, and Hem. I was doing this sort of piano power pop thing, and they of course are a completely different kind of band. They were like this folk orchestra with this chanteuse up at front, and it's a very different song as done by them. Oh, Virginia, I'm so glad you liked the song from Watt. Yeah, the lyricist for that piece is David Javerbaum, who was the former head writer for The Daily Show. Currently he writes The Tweet of God. He is one of the funniest people I've ever met. I met him and got to start writing with him in graduate school, and we're still friends, although I haven't written with him in a long time. He's so funny. I also love the Greg Wood, you're here. What a lovely thing. I love the clash of office culture stuff like Catch Up on Your Lap and Memos in Your Inbox sung to extremely dramatic music. It makes me very, very happy. Let me see. I'm going to pull up another one for Jody that I haven't done in ages and ages. And honestly, it's a little bit embarrassing because there's this theory in songwriting that you should not make reference to things that are going to go out of style or that are going to be incredibly dated later, unless you want them to become dated later. And I wrote, God, I can't even remember the name of the song. I'm going to have to look it up. groovelily.bandcamp.com. I wrote a song about a very well-to-do person who I was grumpily accusing of not having to work to get to what they needed to do, to get where they needed to be. And there's a lyric in it which is, "You've got $1,000 cellular phone." And when I wrote the lyric in 1995 or 1996, cell phones, getting $1,000 cellular phone meant that you were buying something that was gold plated. It did not mean that you were getting an iPhone. So, wow, how things change. A little bit embarrassing. But I'm going to pull up the lyric for this song. I'm sure I'm going to find it. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Holy moly, there's the record. Wow, that's a long time ago. And it's called Everything You Got. That's it. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, here's the $1,000 cellular phone song. You got. And I'm going to do my best for you. Action figure set with the castle. You got your Lego strewn all over the rug. You got electric train. You got the Tarzan and Jane. You got the miniature VW Bug. You got the mini golf course out at the mansion. You got 150 G.I. Joes. You got the light bright on. You got the Stretch Armstrong. I sure wish I had me one of those. Oh, well, you took me with your toys. Yeah, with everything that you bought. Well, I can't help but envy your fine situation, baby, 'cause all I want is everything you got. You got your daddy paying your way through college. You got no worries long as you behave. You walk on the easy street with your easy feet. You gonna walk it all the way to your grave. Oh, well, you took me with your toys. Yeah, with everything that you bought. Well, I can't help but envy your fine situation, darling. All I want is everything you got. You make me green with envy, knowing you never had to work too hard. You make me lose the forest for the trees in your backyard. You never end what you begin, no, you let it all sit there and rot. And though your grass looks a whole lot greener when I mow my lawn, baby, I give it everything I got. Got the television bigger than Elvis. You got the $1,000 cellular phone. You got the chauffeur on call. You got the charity ball. But you never did a thing on your own. this one is exceptionally dated. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. You got computer, printer, monitor, modem. You got the catalog to service your needs. You got everything that success can bring without ever having to succeed. Will you trust me with your choice? Yeah, with everything you've got. And while I envy the bread you got lying around, I covet the color you've been painting the town. I pity the way that you bring yourself down, because all you are is everything you got. All you are is everything you got. All you are is everything you got. Oh, that's really fun. I haven't played that in ages. Thank you, Jody. Oh my gosh, what a delight. Oh. It's really nice to see you guys here. All right, the Ben Folds tune. Oh, golly shucks. It's funny. If I try the Ben Folds tune, I feel certain to screw it up. And I mostly because it's a track that I did not play the most. But you know what? I'm going to screw it up for you in real time right now. Thank you for requesting the Ben Folds song, The Luckiest. I'm going to give it a shot. Here we go. Holy moly. I have been a Ben Folds fan. The first album came out when we were trying to start touring colleges back in like 1995, 1996. And I remember having it on cassette tape and like wearing out the cassette of the first Ben Folds 5 album. And just freaking loving it and thinking that there was no way they could top that. Like just so out of nowhere, out of left field, weirdly musical theater, but so hard rocking with distorted bass and drums and piano and bashing piano and great harmonies. What a great band. And then they came out with another album which was even better. And then after that they didn't. But there's something... You know what? There's something about this song, The Luckiest, that makes me terrified to try it. I think I like this one too much to fall flat on my face with this one. I'll make you a deal. At the end of January, I'm going to do another one of these, and I'm going to play The Luckiest on that one. But I think I like the song too much to be able to ruin it today. Can I ruin it in January? I'm going to ruin it in January. I think I'm just, yeah. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. I look at the lyric and I can't remember the chords underneath. It's like there's enough going on in it, and there's like I listened to it so few times when that record came out. I was so deeply in love with another track on that Ben Folds record, which was Good morning, sun. I am a bird dressed in a brown polyester shirt. It's just such an overwhelmingly rad song. Anyway, I will ruin it in January. I promise. I will. I will ruin it in January. In the meantime, I'm going to do another song for you. This one is Give More. I had a buddy let him stay on my couch, and I nursed him through his divorce when he was so damn low down he couldn't seem to see his way back up. I let him talk about his sorrow, gave him a shoulder to cry on, secretly thinking I was filling a favor bank and he would pay back up. Yeah, I thought I would be collecting interest and he would pay a dividend. And lo and behold, when my own marriage came to its bitter end, well, he went and sided with my ex and became my new ex-friend. And I was so angry that I'd wasted all that precious time too angry to see he committed no crime. Give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. Don't keep a tally of your transactions. You know you're not supposed to be keeping score. There is no favor bank, no record of deposits made. You just got to give more. I had a big idea, this very, very big idea. An idea so big I could not possibly get the whole thing done all alone. Brought my big idea to a big idea producer who got the rights and the requisite parties members. Oh, they're on the party line on the phone. The producer said my very big idea was very brilliant. Then he said, I'm having trouble raising the last few millions. I'm gonna have to kick you off the team, kid. But hey, kid, you're resilient. Go get for famous and successful, then don't call us, we'll call you. Well, what's a boy like me to do? Give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. They may cut you to the quick sometimes, or shock you to your tender little core. When you've been tested and found wanting, but you'll be found wanting less if you give more. Oh, well, you want the things you want. Yeah, you really, really want the things you want. And it can be tough to want the things you want and not get them. Other people flaunt the things you want. It's like they want to taunt you with the things you want. And the things you want can haunt you if you let them. And if you want them too much, you start to reek of desperation. They can smell it from the moment that you saunter through the door. But the thing that takes the stench away, the thing that's your salvation, well, it's not perfume or aftershave. No, all you really got to do is give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. It's a paradox, it's difficult, but it turns out that it's what you are here for. You'll never get the things you want until you learn to want them less and give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. It's a paradox, it's difficult, but it turns out that it's what you are here for. You'll never get the things you want until you learn to want them less and give more. Poking a fish. Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, I'll sing Still Fighting It. Thank you, Kevin. Let's see. I think I know what to do. Here it comes. Yes. I'm finding the, there it is. Boom. Yes. Yes, please be there. Yes, awesome. Oh, Virginia, let me answer your question. What year did I write the song Give More, Want Less? I wrote Give More. I moved up here in 2016, and I wrote Give More in 2017 before I started teaching at School of Rock. It was still driving for Uber, still trying to figure out what was going to come next, and still just spending too much of my time being grumpy about things that were doors that were no longer open to me, doors that were now closed, rather than focusing on what was good around me and just trying to make things better for everyone around me by continuing to be open and kind and not a jerk. It's hard to be not a jerk when you've been a jerk for so much of your life, like in remedial jerk school. Good morning, sun. I am a bird wearing a brown polyester shirt. You want a Coke? Maybe some fries? The everybody knows it hurts to grow up, and everybody does. So weird to be back here. Let me tell you what, the years go on and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it, and you're so much like me. I'm sorry. Good morning, sun. In 20 years from now, maybe we'll both sit down and have a few beers, and I can tell you about today and how I picked you up and everything changed. It was pain, sunny days and rain. I knew you'd feel the same things. Everybody knows it sucks to grow up, and everybody does. So weird to be back here, and let me tell you what, the years go by and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it. You try and try and try, and one day you'll fly away from me. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. I am a bird, sun. Good morning, sun. I am a bird. It was pain, sunny days and rain. I knew you'd feel the same things. And everybody knows it sucks to grow up, and everybody does. It's so weird to be back here. Let me tell you what, the years go by and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it. Oh, we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it, and you're so much like me. I'm sorry. I love that song. I don't know what it is that they are still fighting, but I love that song. I kind of love the fact that I don't know. If any of you do know what it is that they are still fighting, please tell me. I worry that it's something very mundane and boring. I am going to limp through one of the first songs that I wrote for my Song a Week project. This one is called Brave, and I did some rewrites to try to make it less specific to me, but still really, specific enough, but not specific to me and what I was going through at the time. I think it's a better song as a result. Usually I think make it as specific as possible and people will find the universal in the specificity. This one, there's things about it that always stuck in my craw, so I'm going to give this a shot. This one is called Brave. Thank you, Sean. I'm glad you enjoyed that. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to lose your way. You are going to try and try again and fail. You will not have what it takes. You will fail, but not quite save the day. You believe that you can fly, and you will flap your wings and flail. And everyone's careening from catastrophe to disaster. Everybody's teetering right on the edge of the grave. Your job is to try to not fall in there any faster. Your job is to wake up every morning and be brave. And be brave. You'll be wising up. You'll be bright and green. And you will move into the city. You will throw yourself against the wall to see if you can stick. Your work will go unseen. You will drown it in self-pity and throwing yourself against the wall where it gets old pretty quick. And it's going to be okay, kid. It's going to be okay. You'll be wising up, trying to break through the ceiling. So every day, all day, you'll jump up on a trampoline. But that won't fill your cup, and you will get this sinking feeling that the walls are closing in, and you're about to be crushed by the big machine. And it's going to be okay, kid. It's going to be okay. You're gonna try again and fail. You will not have what it takes. You will not quite save the day. You believe that you can fly, and you will flap your wings and flail. Everyone's careening from catastrophe to disaster. Everybody's teetering right on the edge of the grave. And your job is to try to not fall in there any faster. Your job is to wake up every morning and be brave. And be brave. Now I'm gonna probably screw up the bridge because it's brand new and I can never remember the chord progression, but I'm gonna give it a shot, so roll with me and we're gonna end at the same time. We'll get to the end of the song together. Here we go, here's the bridge. You will fail early, and you will fail often. Yeah, you will trip and fall flat on your face. Oh, no. Oh, man, it's such a good bridge. Let me try it again. You will fail early, and you will fail often. And you will trip and fall flat on your face. And you will walk in thinking that you are well nigh unstoppable, and walk back out hanging your head in disgrace. Oh, you will feel like you are the lowest of the lowest low things, like no one else has ever felt so bad. And you'll wake up the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and pretty soon you won't feel quite so sad. It's going to be okay, kid. It's going to be okay. You are going to make mistakes. You're going to lose your way. You're going to try again and fail. You will not have what it takes. You will not quite save the day. You believe that you can fly, and you will flap your wings and flail. Everyone's careening from catastrophe to disaster. Oh, everybody's balancing right on the edge of the grave. Oh, your job is to try to not fall in there any faster. Your job is to wake up every morning and be brave. And be brave. And be brave. And be brave. All right, that's a fun limp through. That is brave. You know what? I think I have time for one more, and then if anybody has any last minute stump the bands, promise I'm willing to get stumped and embarrass myself for you with some other song. My 1 o'clock lesson canceled, so I have another couple of minutes. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the one I wrote about Mr. Fountains of Wayne. I'm gonna do the one I wrote about Mr. That Thing You Do. I'm gonna do the one I wrote about Mr. Boy, it'd be really embarrassing if I wrote a song about him and I can't remember his name. Yeah. Especially in light of the fact that he's no longer with us, and that's why I wrote the song. And it's on Adam Schlesinger. Thank you. Oh my God, brain fart. Yeah. So I've had this weird history with Adam Schlesinger, of the Fountains of Wayne. He wrote the song That Thing You Do for the movie That Thing You Do. He wrote a bunch of amazing music to go into the TV show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Incredibly talented dude. And there were a few events along the way where I got to come close to working with him, or actually work alongside him. The dude who I wrote Watt, the musical with, David Javerbaum, wrote Crybaby, the musical, which went to Broadway with Adam Schlesinger. So I'm one step removed from this guy. And we both were the composers for this TV show. Was going to be a musical half-hour show called Browsers. And I got to write some of the songs for the pilot, and Adam Schlesinger got to write the other ones to DJ's lyrics. And it's so interesting. I always thought that this guy had the career that I wanted. And it turns out that the career that I wanted is what I'm doing right now. I get to be a dad and a music teacher, and it's awesome. But along the way, I think it's easy to get stuck in wanting what other people have, which is this theme I keep coming back to, which is really annoying. I don't want to have that theme anymore. But I'm playing songs that I wrote before. This one is called How Dare You, and it's about Adam Schlesinger. Much as I wanted to, it doesn't sound like a Fountains of Wayne song. We weren't young. I think I was 29 or 30. You were a few years older, distant frenemy of a friend, and I was high-strung. I was uncomfortable and nerdy. I had a good thing lined up, and I was sure that just around the bend I could be getting to the big time just like you. There would be nothing in this world I couldn't do. And how dare you be so easygoing, waltzing in and calmly showing off to everybody there. How dare you, with your laid-back attitude, like some super casual dude with so much skill and savoir-faire. Yeah, you should swept the whole damn room right off their feet. You were cool and affable and kind of sweet. You got the gig and I was back out on the street with not a thing to do except curse your name and say, how dare you? How dare you? I went along, yeah, one step forward, two steps back, always getting in my own way every time, while you, it seems, could do no wrong. A lap ahead around the track, and so damn far ahead of me in this race to realize our dreams. And the thing that got my goat the most back then was the way you kept on winning again and again and again and again. And how dare you actually be good at making things that I admired and delighted in, you jerk. How dare you conquer both the Great White Way and Hollywood? How dare you make it look so easy when for me it's such hard work? Though you clearly didn't care for perfect rhyme, that didn't stop you writing hit songs every time. You rode your jet-powered roller skates while I sweated on the uphill climb without a clue as to how you do it, man. But how dare you? How dare you? things I'll never be. Your ease and grace and calm as you fearlessly walk through every open door. You remind me of all of the things that I will never see. Another TV show with your wickedly funny score. Another film with your great tune-smithing at its core. I never hear a brand new song by you, 'cause there won't be any more. How dare you? How dare you be the first to go? Out of everyone I know, you got sick first and passed away. How dare you? 'Cause now I'm never gonna know how awesome it was gonna be when we finally hung out and talked shop all day. We were running in the same damn marathon. I was catching up to you and then you were gone. And I don't get why I'm the one who's going on while your days are through. You're the yardstick I measure myself by, and now I can never measure up to. And all I can say is, how dare you? How dare you? I will probably, when I finally do, thank you, I'm glad you like it, David. I think I will probably Fountains of Wayne it up when I finally record it. But like, it's so weird trying to find recording time now. I think I need to just figure out a way to record in the house with the baby on me again, because that's the only way I'm going to get recording done. Kids, I got time for one more. Anybody want to hear anything in particular? I'm going to drink a little bit of my tea. I'm glad you like it, Virginia. No, I didn't get to play it for him ever. I got to hang out with him, be on set with him, chat briefly with him. And no. You know what I'm going to do to finish up here? I'm going to do, in honor of the 20th anniversary of starting Striking 12 in Philadelphia, I'm going to do Screwed Up People Make Great Art. It was really fun 2 weeks ago, and I'm just going to bring it out again. I didn't sing this song on the show. This song was Gene's, our drummers. But I think that I love how this one turned out. I remember writing this with Valerie and Rachel Schenken on the floor of our teeny little Brooklyn apartment, our first apartment after couch surfing for like 18 months. And, Only a King would be rad. You know what? Let's do Only a King next time. Thank you, Musik. I'd like to end something on a slightly more up note, if that's all right with you. I love Only a King. Let's do it next time. So the guy that I play in the story reads the whole story. This is from Striking 12, by the way. And I don't know if you've read the story, but it's incredibly depressing. Like, she is out in the snow trying to sell matches. She doesn't want to light them because she knows that her dad will beat her if she does. So she can't light them to get warm. But then she thinks maybe if I just light one, it'll be okay. She's cold and freezing to death. She lights a match and she sees a vision in the match light. The match goes out. She sees another vision. That light goes out. She decides she's going to burn all the matches. Then she sees a beautiful vision. And then in the morning, she's frozen to death. My character's done reading this and he's like, what the hell is this? Who would write such an awful thing for children? This is terrible. So I call up my friend who invited me to the New Year's Eve party, and he says, let me tell you a little something about Hans Christian Andersen. He grew up poor, just a shoemaker's son, a lanky kid who had a really big nose. Insecure, immature, he was often found dressing up in girly clothes. His father died and his mother explained that the Ice Maiden took him away. That little lie made him cry, gave him nightmares, and it haunted him till his dying day. What a shock! Yeah, it wound him up inside just like a cuckoo clock. Going tick-tick-tock, whoa, going tick-tick-tock. Alright, the screwed up people make great art. They shoot right from the screwed up heart. Yeah, the screwed up people bear their souls, and that's not always smart. Our man Hans had a heart full of love, but his feelings weren't always returned. He was odd and a clod, he'd make overtures and always end up getting burned. He was afraid of churches, fire and dark, some disaster would be sure to arrive. Now our bizarre superstar couldn't sleep because he worried he'd be buried alive. Oh, insane. So he wrote a lot of fairy tales to ease the pain, ease the pain. That crazy Dane, because screwed up people make great art. Imagination off the chart. Screwed up people send us postcards from a world apart. He created a fantasy world and he got in some great reviews. Stories of snowmen and mermaids and magic shoes. But when his characters get what they want, there is often a rude surprise. Because Hans Christian Andersen looked at the world really screwed up. Excuse me. He never married and he never had kids, so his stories were his legacy. Emperor dude in the nude and a princess who was kept awake all night by a bee. And round and on. Yeah, turning all those ugly ducklings into swans. Yeah, that crazy Hans, 'cause screwed up people make great art. God gave them a running start. For example, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He made great art. Screwed up people make great art, like Charlie Parker. Screwed up people make great art. Don't forget Virginia Woolf. Screwed up people make great. Don't forget Vincent Van Gogh and Janis Joplin. Screwed up people make great art, but Kanye is completely well-adjusted. Oh my gosh, my friends, thank you so much. I really appreciate your spending your time with me on the day after Christmas. Are we at the 8th day of Hanukkah? I'm ignorant, but I'm grateful. And I'm going to do this again last Sunday in January. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Also, I just had 2 openings. If anybody wants to do piano lessons or songwriting lessons on Wednesdays, I have 2 openings on Wednesday afternoons now. So bye-bye, friends.